listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Oh, it's so good to be back. All four of us together again. It's literally been, technically a month without all four of us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot last time we were down one person, too.
Rob wasn't here last time. He was sick. I was then out the last time before that.
I was coughing so bad I was on the floor.
I think it'd be a funny April Fool's joke next year, or whenever we get big enough, just have four people completely replace us for an episode.
That would be.
It's like, what do you mean? This is we've always been this way. I want Denzel Washington to play my role.
Okay, I choose Jim Carrey.
Ooh, nice.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Okay.
Rob.
Yeah, Rob. What's yours?
Who do you want to play you?
Who do I want to play?
In our live action adaptation.
I changed mine.
Can I have the dog from Air Bud?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll allow it. But he's gonna bark. He's not gonna have like mental notes about talking. He's just bark. Okay.
That's fine.
I want to change mine. I don't want Harrison Ford. I want John Malkovich.
Who's John Malkovich?
He's an actor.
You can have him. I just don't know him. So
you just made that up.
Is he gaslighting me live?
No. Did you ever see the movie Con Air with Nicolas Cage?
Dude, he's just making stuff up.
This guy.
Right?
Yeah. They made an entire movie called Inside the Mind of John Malkovich, and it was
actually wait. I want mine to be John Wick, not Keanu Reeves, but just like him playing John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick.
Okay. And I want him to like always be like looking around his shoulder for like just people trying to get him. Just like So I want to think about the economy. Wait. Okay.
I heard something. I pulled out a
No, he pulled out a pencil. He's just like, I'm ready.
He's like just holding a pencil the whole podcast.
Yeah. And then you see someone like come up behind him. He's like, wait a second. Okay. So, and I expect John Wick himself to be like super into what is it called? It's that stuff, Rob. Space Marines. Yeah, I expect him to be like big into Space Marines. That's like that'd be his niche, you know. Anyway, we're back. We're better than ever. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Support us by becoming a member. That's right. We're crowdfunded. All of this is because of you. That's right. You, who I'm looking at the camera, and if you're listening audibly, I'm saying it to you. You know, just $2.99 gets you some awesome things like early videos and emotes and getting this joyous podcast and early episodes and all that fun stuff. So I just like to get the shill out of the way. But let's get started. Okay, we we all unfortunately just went through the ordeal that was watching the Star Wars Outlaws trailer. Full disclosure, I don't know dick about Star Wars at all. I have no interest in the series. Derek is a big-ish fan, right? That's what we agreed on.
Yeah.
Rob said they killed my boy. Rob's like, Disney massacred my boy. And actually, George, what is your stance on Star Wars? Do you?
I used to really enjoy Star Wars when I was a kid. The first three, and then the second three came out, which precedes the first three.
Right.
Stupid. Out of those, I only liked Revenge of the Sith. And then after that, I kind of fell off. Like, I like Star Wars. I like the universe. I like how cool it can be. But I'm nowhere near deep enough into the lore that I can actually say that I'm like a fan. I like it. I'm a casual dabbler.
Okay. And the casual dabbler. Well, we all watched what could just be the best trailer ever seen by God's hands. And I'm not impressed. I think this looks like a big old boring Far Cry in space. I think that Ubisoft. Actually, let's take a step back for a second. I want to show this. So it should be on screen. That's right, new screen now. They came out. There's the editions. Now Derek totally called this with having like a gold edition and ultimate months ago.
It's the Ubisoft like copy and paste. It's just every single one of them. I don't get it.
The Ubisoft tax, but people are actually speaking up about it, which is kind of cool. So $70 for the normal game. Don't forget your pre-order bonus, cosmetics pack for your speeder, and a cosmetic for a Trailblazer spaceship. What the goddamn do? Gold edition for $40 more. You get the base game pre-order, 3 days early access, and the season pass. So they're already $40 per season pass. Okay.
Why do you need a season pass in a single player game?
Dude, you get 2 exciting DLCs. One being Jabba the Hutt, so you know people will buy it.
2. You get 2. That's insane.
You get 2, but one of them is
Battle
Jabba
Pass.
the Hutt.
My bad. I was gassed up on that Fortnite Battle Pass that I thought.
Oh yeah, no, Rob. Games still do season passes. You just don't hear about them anymore because they're dead after the game comes out anyway.
Yeah, and then there's the icing on the cake, the Ultimate Edition, the base game pre-order bonus, 3 days early access, season pass, and then. Now this is where the the other $20 comes in. The Disney tax. Yeah, so Gold Edition is the Ubisoft tax. The Ultimate is the Disney Ubisoft collaboration tax. You got the Rogue Infiltrator bundle, which includes cosmetic for Kay, Nyx, the Speeder, and the Trailblazer. Okay, isn't that the same thing?
How am I going to choose which cosmetic to use? I get like 7 of them.
The Sabak Shark bundle. Cosmetics for Kay and her blaster, Nyx a speeder. That's literally the same thing as Rogue. And the digital art book. Dude, yes. $130.
He's already sold on the Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm pre-ordering now.
Woo!
How many copies are you getting, Derek?
Well,
3.
Yeah.
Well, I have to get all. Actually, and then I got to sign up for Ubisoft Plus.
All three.
Because then I only get the full experience.
Okay, hold on a second. This might be my big brain moment. What if they purposely dick you over with this just to try and incentivize you to get the Ubisoft Plus membership?
It worked. I'd rather pay the $17.99 for the month, beat it in the month, and then
yeah. But what if you forget? But if you give them another $17.99,
I'm sure they have to have a free trial, right? So I get the first month free. And then if I accidentally pay for the second one, oh well, I guess.
I think it's a 2-week trial. I think when I tried it was 2 weeks.
All right, I got 2 weeks to beat the game for free.
So,
nice.
Another thing to take note of real fast, because I'm looking. Not only is for the $40 2 DLCs, you also get a single exclusive mission to the Gold Edition.
No fucking way,
dude! It's worth it. Never
what?
Mind. There's no debate. It's worth it then.
No debate. So I'm really curious of Rob's take on this because I know he loves his single player games and he loves giving money out. So Rob, what are your thoughts? Like you saw the trailer. Is the Ultimate Edition worth it?
No.
He's shaking his head yes. Oh.
Shaking his head yes. No.
For all your listeners, he's saying
wild
yes.
fantasy of anybody. God, I hate subscription-based services, man. That's no.
Okay. I'm not against subscription-based services depending on the price and value. I'd argue Game Pass is worth it because you also get EA Play, but
I also don't care for it. It's just
right. No, I get it. Dude, I totally get that.
I'm an angry 30-year-old boomer.
Hey,
let me be mad about it.
Anyone watching right now, just for what it's worth, I had Ubisoft Plus free trial. I am not paying for it ever. That's ridiculous. I know it says reactivate Ubisoft Plus. You're literally just playing for Far Cry. You're really buying the source for Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, right? Like they have no live service game to support. It's literally just single player games and just cram down these stupid DLCs down your throat. Also to note is the fact that people are making a big deal of it now. I don't know why now, but it says on the disc you need internet connection to install the game.
That's literally.
It's online only too.
Right. No. It's you need internet to install the game and download like the day one update. But that's been the case since like PS4 and Xbox One.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just looking for reasons to be mad about this game.
Oh, you're allowed to.
No. I see, Derek. What you said was true, but I don't think it's just the day one update. I think the majority of the game is online. I think the key is just on the disc.
Well, that's how most games are. The disc is the key. Is the key. You download 90% of games pretty much nowadays. So you put in the disc, it downloads the whole game instead of the other way around. So
right, and it's just I'm conflicted about it because I feel like when you're paying for the disc version, you're still ultimately getting screwed over because if they shut down like the servers and you uninstall the game, then you can't reinstall it even if you have the disc. That's my That's how it would work, right?
No, because it's a single player game. So as long as you're able to download the updates, which I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's not a server based thing, I don't think. But
I would say like
they would have to shut down the entire like PlayStation server for the PS5, basically. Because it's not a multiplayer game; it's a single player game.
I get that, but the download I don't think is on like Microsoft servers. I think it's from Ubisoft. Well, it has to be Microsoft in some way. I don't know.
Microsoft has to approve it. They go through and like A-OK all of the updates for things. I think it came out during like Cyberpunk when that was a disaster and they were trying to put out updates. There's like something about like PlayStation stopping them for some reason, but
I was gonna Google it, but I'm like, I'll just look stupid. I don't know. I just feel like, well, then, so if that's the case, what you're saying is then basically, if there's no internet access and I put the disc in, I could play the game. I just wouldn't have the day one update. And let's just say they shut down the servers.
No, I think you would still need internet to play it. You still need internet to play the game. It's just you need internet to initially install it. And then after that, you don't need internet. Because then it's installed and the disc is in there, so.
Right, but let's just say they like, hey, let's just say Ubisoft goes, like, it burns to the ground for whatever reason, and you have the disc.
You can still play it. It's on the PlayStation servers or Microsoft servers.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like Siege, right? So Siege is an online only game. Like, if the internet went out, you wouldn't be able to play Siege at all. This game, if it's like 2 weeks after launch, you have it installed already and are able to like have everything downloaded and installed, and your internet goes out, you'd be able to play it still.
Okay.
Is like once you have that initial update installed or the game downloaded, then I think you're okay to play it without internet.
Okay.
Right. So, but the question that Derek posed was, what if you uninstalled it completely, and then years later, right?
It's delisted.
It's delisted, even though you only need internet to install it. If the install is now like removed, does that mean that your physical disc that you purchased, which has the data,
it still works?
Packet,
you can still download the update. Yeah. The update's not tied to the server. Okay. I mean, it's tied to like PlayStation and Xbox server.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think that it's a bit ridiculous for a single player. Like, I don't know. I'm also old, so I miss the days of, you know.
It's like Evolve, for example, right? You could put in Evolve while the servers were down and download the updates and play that game still for like bot matches and stuff, which is a game that specifically says requires internet to play regardless of what mode you're playing.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
I understand that a bit more. I don't know. Again, I'm old. Call me a boomer. I miss the days of like, hey, I have a cartridge. Let me put my cartridge in. The entire game is there.
Right.
Oh, gaming's stupid now. There will be a day where like PS4 and on like that those generations of systems like just will not work. There will be games you won't be able to play because they require internet the entire time.
Or that one, I think it was like Darkspore or whatever. That was just the beginning.
Right.
But didn't that basically just happen with Nintendo?
Nintendo's a different breed. Nintendo literally will do everything in their power to make sure you can't play a game that you purchased.
Yeah, but didn't they just shut down like the 3DS and Wii U servers?
Right. So like any online capabilities for any games are now gone for the Wii U and 3DS. So like Mario Maker 1, you can't. I think that game is just useless now. Or Splatoon 1, like you can't play any online thing.
Yeah, but the single players you can because they're on the cartridge.
Are all gone. Right.
Yeah. But see, Nintendo's actually different because the console games like Xbox and PlayStation, they force you to install the game to the drive, like even if you're playing off the disc. Nintendo doesn't do that. Right. Nintendo plays from the cartridge, which is old. Yeah. So Nintendo but Nintendo still has day one updates. But if the servers went down, Derek right now could go to his 3DS and rip the 3DS. By the way. He could still play Pokemon by putting in, the cartridge, assuming he has it.
Right, but the eShop's like completely gone now, which I went on. It was really sad. It was like a ghost town of like an old friend.
Yeah, YouTube member Neo says, to be fair, they won't be able to fit all the data needed onto the disk. It's been that way for years. Well, that is true. It's because they aren't. They're not making upgrades to the disc anymore. They don't care.
Doing that. Plus, they're not optimizing it, right? If Nintendo can optimize these ridiculous Nintendo games, I know, to fit on a tiny little cartridge.
Don't say the truth.
I know. Why can't Sony or Microsoft figure out Blu-ray discs that can hold? What is the capacity of a Blu-ray disc? Isn't it something ridiculous?
I think it's like 40. I don't know. I thought I was gonna say 40 gigs, but
hold on.
Yeah, like they will. I mean.
25 gigs,
25
per
gigs.
layer.
Per layer, yeah.
So you can get a quadruple layer disc that holds 128 gigabytes.
Yeah, but they don't want to shell that money out. Right.
No.
But in their defense, right? I would imagine it also mostly alleviates the whole scratch disc like fiasco we always have, because now they're just
like
reading
Blu-rays now, though, right? Like Blu-rays rarely ever scratch.
I don't know. When I put my knife against it, and then I get the error, I get pissed off. I'm like, I'm like, what the hell?
When I whip it against the wall, it breaks, and like I don't know. It's just kind of bad manufacturing.
Yeah, and Neo, YouTube member paying Neo says that'd make the games even more expensive if the physical disc costs more to produce. That's true, but we're already getting an increased price in games.
We're getting screwed for no reason.
That's another thing that we might touch on at some point. But yeah, like, yes, the cost is going to go up, but whether or not they upgrade the discs, we don't know what the state of games are. Like, yeah, it's been about 4 years since they upped it back to 70 per game as the standard, but that might go away. Like, we don't know.
I think it was EA that started it because they just suck. I think it was them, but. Like 130 for these ultimate editions, and it's you got to download it all.
Cosmetics.
Really though. I think it's stupid. 130.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not
never.
Worth it.
And it's been a long time coming that Ubisoft has gotten away with this for so long, and like. At least like with the physical editions, I think the gold and the ultimate, you also get a steelbook with them. Like for the physical ones, but these there's no reason the physical that comes with a steelbook and the digital that comes with literally nothing should be the same price.
Right. I agree with that. I think I think you get digital. Realistically, digital should still be like $60 because it's never one to one. And also, excuse me. I also part of this, I think, besides Ubisoft being intensely greedy, is just the fact that it's Star Wars, right? Like I think they're just trying to maximize the name. You remember we had that conversation where we wanted to change Goons Into Gear to Rob and Rob for name recognition? Like,
you want to shoot your brain in the foot, be my guest, but
it's kind of like the Rob's more Robs, and that's why
Rob squared.
Rob squared. I always said if Rob made a YouTube channel, it should be Retro Rob. I think that'd be that. Retro Rob. Name. Yeah, I know, right? It's great. It rolls off the tongue. Anyway, but also, by the way, anyone listening to this, we did a reaction to it, which we'll have at some point soon. But I wasn't really impressed. It was just more in-game engine cutscenes, right? Yeah. That was like the majority of it, and so I guess it's supposed to be like you're planning a heist so you can stop being a slave. I guess, right? That's like the gist. More or less, someone owns you.
You're like Han Solo, basically. You're playing whatever he was in the movies. And I said while we were watching, or like at the end of it,
Smuggler?
It's Smuggler, yeah, there you go. And I said at the end of it, they were just afraid to show gameplay because it's either a reskin of Far Cry or Assassin's Creed, because that's all Ubisoft knows how to do. So
no game, no buy.
Right. They're gonna wait to show it until closer, because
not no game. I mean, no buy in the first place, but no game, no hype.
Right. No gameplay, no hype. So
I was trying to, and also we mentioned during the reaction, but also like the internet exploding because one half is like, why do you need an internet connection to install it? But the other half is like, the girl there's ugly. Like, who cares? People freak. Dude. It's just like, man, people pick out the weirdest things to be mad about. Especially with the look of the main character, who, like, it's just a normal looking girl. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Personally, I'm not a person who just like picks play a girl because she's pretty. I know some of you might actually be that way. One of you three. I've known people who like I'll just pick the girl character. I think she's hot. I'm like, I don't understand it, but hey, man, you do you. I just don't like I just think it's not a big deal to like, oh no, she's not like superbly hot. Okay,
she's not attractive. I can't play this game. Oh no.
I don't know, like what? I don't know. Maybe the Star Wars fandom just like needs hot people to play their characters. Like, didn't everyone go crazy?
Disney. They're just going to throw actors and politically correct wokeness until something sticks, and people will buy up the slot because they're still chasing that Star Wars nostalgia from years ago. Even though you should temper your expectations and realize that anything that Disney puts out Star Wars-wise is never going to really truly capture the magic that you used to have with Star Wars every time a movie or a really good game would come out for it. Just accept that Disney has taken a steaming dump on your IP.
Yeah. Oh, it's a stinky, all right.
And never forget what they took from you.
And yeah, on top of it, let's also not forget that this is Ubisoft. Ubisoft and Disney both like just decided
two forces of evil.
Star Wars Outlaws, this is our litter box collectively. Let's share.
Let's share this litter box. To arms.
I understand that it was just the release trailer. I watched it. You had me watch it a little while ago. I wasn't impressed. I know that it's like story cinematic and everything, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like trailers that come out if they don't share a little bit of actual gameplay. Like if it's just cinematic, it's like, cool, okay.
And the first trailer they had like months ago, maybe in a year, it was also dreadfully boring. It was just like very slow movements and like all sneak and I don't know. This didn't impress me at all. Like I think I'm the people they're supposed to cater to, the people who aren't into Star Wars. And this was supposed to get me into Star Wars. What?
Oh, I'm just laughing at one of the comments that somebody hates Disney and Ubisoft and
it's Neo.
It's Neo. Neo. Again, paid member. If you want to see the chat live, feel free to watch us live. But anyways, that both Ubisoft and Disney are disliked, and they can't imagine that their love child coming out any better than disappointing. So,
yeah, man, that's basically it. That's it's like the two worst companies to do this. You know,
the comment just got me. I couldn't help but actually laugh out loud. So
it's just really weird that like Disney's with Ubisoft. Like they did the Avatar game too. So like that's them. That was like another love child of them, and that like
did that do well?
I feel like I heard
no one talks about it.
Nothing about that game. Anybody who bought that game, like please let us know somewhere. But like. I need to know if Far Cry Avatar version was good or not.
Like all I'm seeing over the internet is people are disappointed with how they butchered the female lead. I don't really get that one. That Ubisoft is botting their own trailer with these. Yeah, I can see the clickbait comments, but there's that, and the fact like it just looks boring. Also, apparently the Steelbook is exclusive to Target. Because GameStop just refused to put any money for pre-order stuff. It's so insane. I always find it insane. GameStop has the worst pre-order bonuses. It's always the worst. You know, it's like
that was like when I Princess Peach Showtime. I was like, oh, were there any pre-order bonuses? Wasn't there like an acrylic stand? And the guy there was literally like, no, you should have pre-ordered it at Best Buy. They had stuff. I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best Buy always has like the best pre-order. It's like, oh, here's like a replica gun. Here you go. Right. I'm like, oh, here's a dinky little coin.
Here's a keychain.
here's some trash I found. That's the GameStop pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm not excited for this. It looks boring. Derek, are you gonna get it? Out of curiosity. Since you're a Star Wars fan?
No, I don't play video games by myself.
That's
like
fair.
It's only for stuff for us.
Yeah,
I'll get it when it's like $20 on Black Friday.
What if they announce a co-op mode and the second player plays as the little alien dude?
I'm down.
Who hurt you?
Absolutely
you can't enjoy a game by yourself anymore.
It's time.
I just don't have time. Yeah.
It's not time. Yeah.
Actually, I've been playing Ultra Sun and Moon on my 3DS. And that's actually been a pretty joyous time.
Who's your team?
I have Beware.
Nice. I love Beware. Nice.
Gyarados, because he's like the only good water Pokemon in that game.
Wait, but Golisopod is bug water.
Well, I had Gyarados for a while. I just added Golisopod.
Okay, so drop Gyarados.
I'm trying to train him up. Okay. Yeah, Gyarados. Toucanon, he's just like my favorite Pokemon from that gen for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I love that bird.
I am shocked.
Firebird? They're like, how do we do Firebird again? But
wait, what?
Cool.
Toucan's normal flying.
No, he learns fire moves though. It's so cool.
I thought
it's so cool. He's a Firebird without being a Firebird.
Oh, that's why I was confused. Cool. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like he's not fire.
Yeah, what he's a banger, dude. So good.
Gotcha.
Good. And then it's Incineroar.
I thought your favorite was Decidueye.
It is. That's why I picked Litten this time.
Oh,
just to change it up.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's been a banger.
Gotcha. Well, so far we are not impressed with Star Wars. Maybe another trailer comes out by August and it'll change our tune. But let us know what you guys think. Like Neo has, and I don't think it can really milk this topic anymore. Other than $130 is a stupid price for its Ultimate Edition.
Let's give the warning we give for all Ubisoft games. This game will be on sale 2 weeks after launch.
Oh, that's true.
Do not buy it at full price. All right.
Right. Yeah. Although to be fair, like
I've heard of never buy a console at launch, but never buy a game at launch.
No.
Never buy Ubisoft launch games. Never. Literally 2 weeks.
Literally, I don't know what it is. After 2 weeks, it's $49.99 now. It's
also
on sale for.
There's almost, since the game you're installing from the internet anyway, there's literally no reason not to just do 1 month of Ubisoft Plus. In fact, you could literally do like 3 months and you get your fills of the game and just drop it, and you still save money.
I honestly think 1 month would be enough to play through the game maybe once or twice.
Hold on. You're underestimating Ubisoft's power to pad their games.
Oh, right.
The Ubisoft pad.
The follow quests. That's right. That's right. I forgot.
So my question though, is if you were to do the Ubisoft Plus and do it for the 1 month and get access to the game, yes, you would still get your pre-order bonus, but would you get your season pass content when it comes out, or do you still have to reactivate your Ubisoft Plus?
You have to reactivate it.
You'd have to reactivate it. I mean, that's honestly, if you were to reactivate it 2 more times for each of the DLCs, you'd still be spending less than the Gold Edition.
Big brain, you just wait until the 2 DLCs are out and then do it.
And do it once because you're not missing anything.
And what you do, and then what you do up until that point, you play Elden Ring, so that way you get the time filled in.
Right. Or go back and play like Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox, because that's a better Star Wars game.
Well, you should come up with a video, like games to play to wait until all of Star Wars Outlaws is out. Like, should you get this game now? What you should play until the full edition comes out. So.
Dude, you missed the release. Wait, what? Yeah, we were too busy playing this.
Okay. Like I've been playing Spax Ultimate. Yeah, like dude, have you played that game? It's a banger. Have you played? So anyway, all right. Well, I guess we can't really chill anymore with that. So let's move on here. EA. Oh, I love EA. Ooh. They are raising the price of EA Play subscription. I know Rob's been. He's actually a huge advocate of EA Play.
Rob, what's your favorite EA game of all time?
Yeah, what's your favorite EA game?
Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed.
That's a real game. Right? I didn't think he'd give me a real game.
I wasn't expecting that. Mine would probably be Mass Effect 2.
They weren't called EA; they were actually called Electronic Arts.
That's right.
In full.
And they used to make good Star Wars games.
Mass Effect 2 is my favorite.
Need for Speed games.
George, what's your favorite EA game?
I mean, would it be bad to say
there's no wrong answer?
Underground?
Except for that one. That's a bad answer.
No. Need for Speed Underground was a good game. But again, that was Electronic Arts.
You should have said Underground 2, but okay.
I mean, Underground 2, Underground, I like them both.
Okay.
Derek, what's your favorite?
I'd say Dead Space.
Oh, really? You picked Dead Space over Mass Effect 2?
It's hard. It's hard, but yeah, I'm going to stick with Dead Space.
Oh, Oh, wait, Battlefield 1's on here. Damn, I might have to pick Battlefield 1. Damn, Battlefield 1 Revolution was an unbelievable banger.
Bad Company 2, though.
Ooh.
Bad Company 2.
Bad Company of Battlefield Vietnam. It's Battlefield Vietnam. Never mind. Battlefield Vietnam.
Vietnam expansion for Bad Company 2 is the greatest gaming thing ever received.
Old EA before they enslaved their workers and, worked them to death and are always voted the worst company ever. Man, that was like prime games. Before microtransactions. Before, wait, was it fun? What is it called? It was like a fun surprise mechanics.
Oh yeah, the surprise boxes.
Yeah, right.
Surprise.
So it's basically getting a $1 increase. $1 increase to EA Play tier. EA Pro is getting like a $2 increase. So like it doesn't seem big in theory, but honestly, it just adds up. Like they never stop. Also, this is like the worst. If I was making a tier list, actually, it'd probably go Ubisoft plus EA Play Game Pass, I guess. Like, is there another game subscription service I'm missing?
I feel like there is, but I can't. Oh, like PlayStation Plus, but that's like
I don't even consider that like I consider that different. But either way, it's like, man, EA, your games. I can understand people actually signing up for this because it's like multiplayer stuff, right? Battlefield games,
there
Dead
are
Space
good games on there, right? Like the older EA games,
but it's bundled into Game Pass, so like, just get Game Pass,
Right.
Just get Game. It's like
paying for the EA subscription on its own is definitely not worth it if you can just pay for Game Pass. And I understand some people don't have like an Xbox or a computer that works on PlayStation too, right? Like PlayStation for EA Pass, or is that only Xbox? Because if so, why not just get Game Pass, which is cheaper and gives you access to it?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm not sure if you get PC Game Pass, do you get EA? Rob, you have PC Game Pass, right?
Yeah, of course.
Do you get EA Play?
I feel like you do if you go for Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh yeah, so you have to bundle it together with the Xbox Game Pass to get EA Play.
Yeah. It's the Ultimate one.
That's why I have it, because I got the Ultimate so that it's back like PC
Ultimate.
and console.
Ultimate, dude. By the way, new announcement.
You have to go through the EA. Oh, yep, I see it. I think you have to actually like bundle it together.
We're releasing Goons Games and Gear Plus as a subscription service. If for $2.99, right, on YouTube, you won't be calling it a member. You can call it a member. You get like emotes, early access to videos. We're trying to introduce a new
community nights.
Yeah, community nights, which is, if you're listening or watching this episode before the 12th of April, we're doing community nights.
Full of games that would even be worth it on here. That is not worth it at all. But it is worth your time to spend the $2.99 to become a member of Goons Games and Gear today.
By the way, a couple other perks while we're talking about it. Some of those videos that you can watch as a member include taste testing Korean beverages and the biggest Rainbow Six Siege pack opening ever.
You picked like one super clickbait and one for funsies.
Those are the ones that are currently showing up.
That's fair. Like, dude, people wonder why everyone's poor. Granted, yes, this is a choice that you make to buy this kind of subscription service, but every year there's some like $2 increase. Remember when Netflix was like $8?
Dude, Netflix was like literally $6. No ads, no commercials or whatever the heck they do now. Now it's almost $30 for Netflix a month or something.
If you want to smell or say the word 4K, it's like $25.
Right. And then they nerfed like sharing, like they literally track your location with a little belt around your neck. Hi, you're signed up for Netflix. Here's your shock collar. Please wear it at all times.
Rob, do you have any subscription services?
A few of them.
Really?
Well, our premium subscription for starters.
Nice.
Nice.
There's Game Pass.
Nice.
I mean, it's more of a membership than anything else, but I'd figure my Scape membership could probably count as a subscription service.
Oh, okay. yeah, that's fair.
And for a while, when I was playing the Old Republic for a little while, I had the subscription service as well.
It's free to play now, Rob.
To be fair,
it's already always been free to play, but you just get more perks as a member in that. Right. So it's just one of those MMOs that has a subscription service that I didn't honestly mind playing because I ended up getting some fat drip for my Sith Inquisitor. So
I gotta go back to
it. To be fair to RuneScape, I think the price a month alone is just worth it for this.
I think I have.
Like just hearing that is kind of worth it.
Yeah, if you join RuneScape, you can hear the full version of it in Port Sarim. Play today.
Hybrid Neo, paying member, says Spotify is the most worst subscription in my opinion. I want to clarify here. So I get my Apple Music, I know, haha, bundle with my phone service. They're getting a lot better for what it's worth. Like, I like now they get monthly recaps. I assume Spotify's had this, but they're finally getting it to recaps. And I was going to share in the music channel, which everyone should really join the Discord. But then I noticed like the 200th song on that playlist was like a song from Has Been Hotel. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't share this. Maybe I shouldn't.
Honestly, I have a few songs from Has Been on mine, so.
I also have a playlist of just Rob screaming. Like, it's just like
I mean, that's
my voice still kind of hurts.
I will agree with Neo though. Like, one of the things that Spotify just introduced with their membership is that you can also listen to like audiobooks. So not just podcasts, but you can listen to a prolonged period of audiobooks per month and then kind of keep up with it after that. So that's how I listen to all of the solo leveling audiobooks that are currently out, is I listen to it on Spotify.
Derek,
so
I'm sorry, continue. Sorry.
No, you're good. Like their membership, like sure the price keeps going up, but it's still pretty worth it in my opinion, because now you have access to all the music that's on Spotify, obviously, because there are some that's not going to be there. You have access to most podcasts, including Goons, Games, and Gear. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, and
watch and listen.
Yeah, watch and listen. Yeah.
And now you get audiobooks for free every month.
And yes, we're working on a deal with Rob for an audiobook. We're just trying to figure out the right book. I would kill for that. I would kill for like a RuneScape cookbook read to me.
Rob?
Dude, how sick would that be? Rob, I'm just saying, dude, we've always said Rob would be a voice. Look, I'm not thirsting. I'm just saying that we've always said you'd be a great voice actor, and I would love to hear that. Derek, didn't we have? Right. It might have been you, or I'm not sure if I'm trying to jump on your idea, or we had an idea together. Wasn't there some idea floated that like it was like we said Spotify dating should be a thing where like it just matches you with other people listening to the same music?
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was mine and pretend that you're in it, but yeah, no. Derek had this like idea that like if like once or something made just some kind of dating service where just like
under your yearly wraps, it's just like, all right, this is all your stats and this is the love of your life.
This one listens to the exact same emo songs as you did. She's going through the same shit you are. So you ear. We're gonna send you her contact information.
Wildlife has a special message for you. Yeah, this chick over here, perfect for you. Thanks, Kev.
Spotify, dude. Spotify dating 100% should be a thing.
I like your idea of Spotify dating way more than I ever liked your idea of League of Legends dating.
Oh God.
You get ganked as much as she does.
A toxic mid laner. Guess what?
So is she. She's also a piece of shit. So you should date her right now.
Neo.
Let's see what Neo says. Neo says that's actually a thing. Spotistats has a matchmaking fee. No, it doesn't.
No,
don't take our ideas. No. Everyone takes our ideas, okay? Voice Critical took my streaming of Siege.
Dude, okay? He's actually streaming them out.
Just stop putting your ideas out there.
Okay, I just won't stream. You're right. I'll just
I'll keep them all to myself then.
Members only. I think it'd be a funny. It'd be an interesting feature, honestly. Like once a month, just like 10 people near you that listen to the same stuff as you. That'd be such a great icebreaker. Like,
I know.
Yeah. Hey, I see you're listening to the Mayday Parade and you're listening to Miserable at Best.
I know you're miserable. Why don't you be miserable with this person?
Yeah. Do you want to sit and be miserable with me?
Yeah, right. So like,
hang out, listen to music.
So okay. I'm looking at Spotify's pricing. So it's 11 for one person, 15 for two, and then 17 for family. I mean, at that point, wouldn't you just go for the family if you had even two people? Because then you could just rope other people in.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The caveat with that is that periodically Spotify will send out email notifications to the people on your thing, and their address.
Hey man, you should be worried about Derek.
You should leave your husband.
you should be worried that your family member is listening to this kind of music.
No,
like it's just
family member listened to "I Don't Want to Live Anymore" 900 times this year. Maybe check on them.
But no, the family membership will email the people on your account and have them verify their address, and it has to match yours, or they lose the. Yes. So whoever the account holder is, for example, I have the Spotify family. I need to keep it. It's not even my current address anymore, if I'm going to be honest. Spotify
I stole the address, right?
It's not. It's an old address of mine, but I use it because it's the easiest for myself, my sister, my kid to all use. So it's like a centralized location. But yeah, if for whatever reason my kid gets the email and goes, "Oh, this is my address," and he puts in his current address, it will revoke his Spotify account and say that this person does not live with you.
What?
Yeah, so it's like a household family plan.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a way around it. You know, join the Discord. I'll reveal the secrets of how to get around it. We won't do it live, just in case they're listening. But no.
I just did.
No. Don't listen to George. The real secrets are in the Discord. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you get 15 hours of listening time from our audiobook catalog. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's good.
Really, you listen to audiobooks, Dirk?
They have some good ones on there. Their catalog they've put on there just to start already is like I would never sign up for like Audible or any of the like actual audiobook websites now.
I don't know. I guess I have no interest in it, but
you ever wanted to get into the Witcher book series but don't have the time to sit down and actually read it?
Right.
It's on Spotify.
Or you're like me and I don't know how to read, then someone reads it to me and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Rob, do you have Spotify, right?
No, I don't use Spotify.
Rob uses YouTube.
Rob's cooler than literally everyone. And honestly, YouTube music isn't that bad at all.
He's got a banger soundtrack on there.
Oh, dude. Rob plays.
See, the thing you have to understand about how I take an approach to music is, man, there sure is a lot of cool music I like out there. Why don't I just put it into a list with no organization whatsoever?
You know that shuffle button? I do that myself.
I am the shuffle button.
I am the shuffler.
Oh my god, I just missed the Rob cam. Damn it.
I know. I tried to screenshot it.
You missed my
blocked
disgusting, slovenly attempt at male gamer Riz.
It was hot, honestly.
I
tend to have some pretty good recommendations on music, and I like to take pride in it.
Literally recently, a good friend of ours, Cullen, he asked, "Hey guys, do you have any recommendations for like video game music?" And Rob just like hit him hard with these recommendations,
and they were all bangers. I listened to every single one of them that he put in there.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally just all great songs.
Which is why you should join the Discord, because if you at Dead Dondis on Discord and be like, "Hey man, I ain't listening
join the Discord, ask him for his playlist, he'll give it to you. Your life will change. I mean, I lost my virginity to that playlist.
That happened years ago, I'm pretty sure.
I lost my virginity.
How could you not? It was to the playlist though, so.
I wasn't even.
I just knew. I searched Rob's playlist and I did it.
And then she was like, "Wow, this is a great playlist, and you're looking great tonight."
Who made this? And I'm like, "Oh, Rob." And then she left, and she's like, "I'm going to find Rob."
And then as she's like kissing your neck, you just hear like, "Rob." Like, what was that? What?
Teardrop. Single teardrop.
Could you imagine a Rob radio? Like, you know how sick that would be?
Oh my god.
Rob radio. Yes.
24-hour live streams where Rob just drops the beats.
Unironically, real talk. I kind of wish I would have done something with like radio, because I always think that's like the cool.
Are you kidding me?
I always thought that was cool. Run your own radio station, play your jams. I hate that you'd have to get things licensed and everything like that, and I'm sure it's a whole bureaucratic nightmare.
No, dude. There's a certain
having a whole radio segment just talking people through a day.
It's what a podcast is basically, just put with music.
Hold on. I got this. Become a YouTube member today to fund the future Goons Games and Gear Rob Radio Play.
Dude, that would be so cool.
We do it in the Discord as one of the voice channels, and Rob's just there. It's like the movie, the stage one, and Rob's the DJ.
What do we do? Like shortwave radio? We could do shortwave.
Oh yeah, totally could.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The stage
98.4 GG and G.
Rob, the stages on Discord go up to like 200. Actually, we're paying, so I think we get more. And just have people join in and be like we make it so they can't talk, and it's just you talking. It's like, all right, like, man, that was quite the banger from Mega Man 2. When I played that game, it was the
good old Metal Man, bro. Good old Metal Man.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
here's
really
Doom.
like the fact that you could literally sodomize him with his own metal blades, and it was just as effective as his actual weakness.
This could be a thing. Maybe if we set it as one of the member goals, we can do a member goal.
The 100 member goal.
Radio.
Yeah, 100 member goal of Rob Radio, because the thing the once a week,
honestly,
unless
just
more.
give me something to do, because I feel like everybody that I know is being like, "Oh, I'm so busy now. I'm so busy now," and I'm literally sitting here like, "Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm not that busy compared to most people I know."
I'll give you something to do. All right,
I just have too many D&D games, Rob. Otherwise, I'd be right there with you.
It's like, I understand that people have like significant others and other things going on, like major life stuff, and I'm literally just sitting here like, I'm working on my career.
Yay.
That's it.
You're doing something, Ben. Yeah, what?
Yeah, right. Don't worry. Well, 100 members, guys. Rob Radio will be a thing, and then if you guys want it more than once a week, we'll have that discussion. And I guess that just like lead up a path of Rob just takes over Goons Games and Gear. He just like,
I know, then he takes over.
Yeah, he just takes over, and then it's just like then I'm just, I can't be thirsty. Never mind, I can't. Anyway,
Rob Radio featuring Goons Games and Gear.
It's ironic because it's a surprise piece of Rob lore for everybody involved, but like everything I've done up to my life. This is where the lore starts, by the way. Everything I've done up to my life in my life up till this point has literally been so I could just be a bum at home.
I thought you meant to be a DJ.
Yeah, I
thought that's where that was going.
Yeah.
See, that would be cool, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like every time I go out, and thanks EA for spurring this along, by the way. I really love sharing things about my life.
They're trying to do Goons Games in therapy right now.
Goons Games in therapy, let's go. It's like, what do you do when every part of your life has been pretty much leading up to, I want to live the most comfortable life I can?
Yeah, what do you think started this?
That's like the goal, right?
I feel like that's not like a bad thing. I think that is the goal.
No, not at all.
Right.
Like, I just want to do stuff so I have the ability to just live life the way I want.
Yeah, why do they work so hard doing this every freaking day?
And that's why you should be a member today. Fund it, Rob Radio, it'll be great. And then we'll turn it into Rob Retro, and then we'll put my name on everything, and I can finally get these losers out of here.
Dude, I love this. Neo says,
George. I'm keeping George.
Neo says, how deep does the Rob iceberg go? Dude, it's a deep.
In order to talk about that, we have to talk about quarter parallel universes.
A little clap. Yeah, so Rob lore. Yeah, we'll have a video. Oh, dude, I want to draw
maybe
me.
Half a press.
Do you guys remember those videos? Draw me, where it's like it was like 20 minutes of someone's lore, and it's just like in like
those draw my life.
Yeah. I want. Might be pretty sad for like the first 27 years, but
God, mine would actually be a travesty. I hope you guys like stick figures and trauma dumping, because that's all you're getting out of me.
I'm
going to apologize to my family if they're watching this, but it ain't going to be good. Names aren't going to be shared, but it ain't going to be good.
Yeah, but the ending would be good. Like, then I joined Goons Games and Gear, and then they invited me to be on the podcast, and then they got big, and then now I'm a co-host, and now I'm a radio DJ, and life really very good stuff.
Yeah. Right, and now I own them.
Franchising out across like 13 locations. I'm franchising them. I'm franchising a Mr. Peace Burger.
Oh, they're gone.
Me and Jimmy are opening a new chain.
Oh my god, that was fun. But
thank you, EA.
Yeah, thanks EA for making
nothing like ragging on EA to bring people closer together.
Honestly, yeah.
Ubisoft and EA,
one last note,
people together.
Rob, who's the DJ? Was it Fallout 3? Three Dog? Was that his name? What's the radio guy? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
the radio guy. You know, he's he's part of the main quest.
There are more than one radio guy.
Fallout.
Why don't you go save?
3, yeah.
I think it's 3 Dog.
Yeah, that was 3 Dog.
And then the girl takes over.
Yeah, 3 Dog.
Right.
There's a couple. Because there's 3 Dog in 3. There's
so when I said 3 Dog, how do you not say, oh, yeah, I know. What?
Yeah, that's one of them.
That dead ass was not listening.
No more DJ Rob.
Anyway, I was saying, I want a Fallout mod. I want a Fallout mod where it's Rob in place of 3 Dog. Like I want the radio to start there. Like you turn in like on your Pip-Boy.
I alone am the honored one, and I legitimately hate hearing you talk.
That's rough. It's okay because luckily I have. Oh, never mind. I won't do it.
I always wondered what it'd be like to voice a mod for something like that and just lend my voice. I know it'd be like some amateur stuff, and I need like a better microphone. I feel like because I wouldn't want to half-ass it.
It's just like you get the soundproof and stuff.
Imagine you're walking along in the wasteland, right? You're just dinking along, laser rifle in hand. You're just like minding your own business, and all of a sudden you just hear 3 Dog.
Well, I want to be 3 Dog. I want to be Retro Rob.
Like, oh, hey guys, it's Retro Rob. It's Retro Rob.
Retro Rob.
Coming at you live.
97.9 Retro Rob. Let the dogs out.
Scarred by the fires of radiation. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh yeah, I would kill for that. I would kill for that. That'd be so good. Holy crap! Yeah, my best friend got killed by a mutant today. It was pretty rough. I watched it in a bloodbath.
He kind of got. Literally the mutant just picked him up by his arms and just like twisted, and it just. He was just a nice pile of spaghetti on the pavement.
Anyway, what's your story? Yeah, man. My buddy got blasted
for a while.
Yeah, so
I remember coming down from a jet high and thinking it was like spaghetti or something. It was.
Damn, man, that's rough.
Anyway, here's Accidentally in Love.
Here's Payphone by Maroon 5.
What is it? Imagine Dragons is radioactive, right?
Yeah.
Don't say them! Don't say them! No!
You can't say that?
No, they're illegal! They're illegal! They'll come for us! Quick!
Yeah, every time
they're worse than Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Serious? Did I make the no-no?
They've had enough of us.
Dude, they hit us multiple times.
Taken us down before. They won't do it again.
They know us by name at this point, bro. Oh yeah.
It was like the one Game Awards they played. We live streamed it like reactions or whatever, and they it literally said taken down by Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, it was actually
because they performed there.
Right. We were talking over it.
You
couldn't hear the music. Like we were talking over it the whole time.
No, with YouTube, you have to mute that completely. Like you cannot have it.
You gotta just like censor them. It's like a prophet.
All right, caller, what's your message? Yeah, I saw my girlfriend turn radioactive and eat my best friend, and I don't know what to do. Oh man, that sucks.
Well,
here's Accidentally in Love by Crows. Yeah, I would want the gimmick for the radio station to be like the worst possible choice in song.
Yeah, right. Music cannot.
Yeah, my girlfriend just cheated on me and left me. Man, dude, that's sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, here's All Star by Smash Mouth.
Anyway, All Star by Smash Mouth. We'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go shoot up Psycho in the bathroom.
I'm gonna go have sex with this guy's girlfriend. See you later, guys.
Come back. I am once again asking for people to donate that away to our radio service. I'm not going to name names or say why, but anyway, here's My Way by Frank Sinatra while I try and figure out why I suddenly have two appendages.
Last time I spoke, I know I said I was going to have sex with that guy's girlfriend, but it turned out she's a super mute, so I didn't do that. I did not tap that. But
actually, in fact, I didn't tap that. She tapped me. It was actually really traumatic.
I'm in pain. Anyway, here's down.
Everything hurts, and I'm pretty sure part of my pelvis is broken. Anyway, here's Buddy Holly.
Here's Hey Jude by the Beatles. See, now, this is a radio station I can get behind.
God, that's some Smiling Friends level nonsense for a radio station.
That's great.
Yeah, that was good. I would love, dude. I would kill for that kind of.
Anybody takes that idea from us, I swear I'm coming.
No, dude. I would listen to that kind of radio station.
You just have to keep an eye out for it. If it gets taken within the next 7 days, I swear to God, we're driving to that streamer's house and we're beating them to within an inch of their property with rakes.
Reminds me when the BBC Dance Radio announced the Queen's death right after a beat, right before a beat drop. What? No way! Did that actually happen, Neo? Holy crap!
Awesome.
That actually happened.
And I
mean, it's so good.
Everyone, the Queen is down. Bonfire! Bonfire! Bow! Queen's dead. Just put in the remix. Holy crap,
dude!
That's awesome.
Wow. How do we get this mod happening? Guys, seriously, get us to 100 members. Rob Radio, please, and thank you. That's the dream. Now we know what the Rob's calling is. Truly, he might be on the podcast list, but he'll have a radio station. Honestly, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
I mean, works for the report of the week, but I mean, to be fair, he's got a pretty high following. So,
who most critical?
No, report of the week. The guy that does the food. Yeah, the dude that does the food review that actually eats it like prim and proper and dresses up pretty snazzily, actually.
Oh, yeah. I've never been so disappointed.
Review bra, if you're out there. Keep up the good work, man.
Come on the podcast. Rob will interview.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
I actually would. I would be okay with that.
All right. Okay, this is my article because I could get really pissed off about it, but everyone know Roku, the awesome TV manufacturer.
Boy. So, I wasn't too happy about this article.
Here's some fun facts. One, Roku actually makes TVs and sells them at a massive loss. Their entire profit is through ads on their main screen and their free streaming service.
Sustainable profit.
Yeah. So, what did they decide to do about this? They decided they're patenting. I don't know how to say it. Thank you. Basically, they want to patent it so it wants to detect when you pause your video game or anything else really that's connected to it HDMI wise, and it'll say, "Hey, they're paused. Let's show them an ad." And this is not only just incredibly disgusting, but there's no doubt in my mind it's going to malfunction in some way, and you're going to play a game, and then something happens, and it just plays an ad. And you know how pissed off I'd be. Like, here comes the last. Imagine playing Halo 3. Like, and you're in the last cutscene, and it's just like, "Hey, come to Arby's,"
Arby's, we have the meats.
Meat.
It's just like, dude, the ad it's like these companies have no leg to stand on. We're like, oh, people shouldn't use ad blockers when you're like actually raping us with ads. It's fucking insane. It's wild.
Really, really bad. And I really think these companies are just trying to push the envelope and see how hard they can go before. Yeah, it's like right there up in the article where it says seemed determined to test just how much advertising consumers are willing to tolerate. Newsflash, assholes. We weren't willing to tolerate it in the first place.
Right. There was a video, our competitor Moist Critical there, that he put out like a couple weeks ago, that he was like watching some video during one of his live streams, and he didn't have the ad blocker on, and it played 8 ads, all a minute plus, for a 30-second video on some like news site. And I was like, what? Like, I would never even sit to watch the 2 seconds of an ad. I would just click away and be like, no. I'm never getting this info now.
Yeah, I didn't want this information that bad.
No one's ever in the wrong for using ad blocker. It's always
oh no. Not only is it always like 8 minutes or just an obscene amount of ads, especially if you go on these news sites without an ad blocker, they're everywhere on the website. Everywhere.
The Roku TV could wait for extended audio silence or simply analyze the on-screen frames to gauge when movement has stopped, among other approaches. And ridiculous. The patent mentions using automatic content recognition to detect what you're watching on an Apple TV or playing on a console to present with relevant ads. ACR is nothing new and one of those things that many of us agree to when we quickly go through a new TV's initial setup. So, and the worst part about that is like in Roku, actually I think specifically Roku, I'm not sure about the other ones. If you don't agree to the initial terms, they just won't let you use the TV. You can't actually have access to the TV if you don't agree to the initial terms.
No, is it like the TV and the streaming services, or can you actually still use it as a display?
No, you can't use it. Like I'm not sure.
You have to make a Roku account in order to use their TV. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Like, I'm not sure if you could probably switch the like the input like inputs. To like the inputs, but I don't think it'll allow you to go to even to the main screen unless you just agree to their agreement terms. I mean agreement terms. You know, it's just like, dude, ads are just. I understand ads, but they just exploded, and it's just so terrible. It's
you know what though. I don't think that you could even hook up via like an HDMI cable to something because there is no switch input on a Roku remote. You have to be able to scroll over and actually select.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. App that you're using, which is generally HDMI 1, HDMI 2. So if they block you access to that, no, I don't think that you would be able to even use like an Xbox or an Apple TV or anything like that, because unfortunately, there's no input. It's settings, home, back, and then
but I think it's funny that you had to have the Roku remote there, but I think at least on the older models, I don't know about the newest ones, you could there's buttons on the side and you could switch it. That's how my other one used to work. I don't know if they were stopped using that. I'm talking about the TV itself, not the remote.
Maybe.
I missed it when Roku remotes actually had an aux port. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, you could just plug headphones into it and have the remote there.
So like when I watched porn on my TV, it was so cool that it was silent, you know?
Then my headphones were on and I wouldn't hear anybody come in. And I'm just sitting there just like...
in the living room.
Right. The window wide open, like the curtain's not shut.
You know when you drive past certain homes, like you drive through, like you're driving on a street, you can see into their house because their blinds are open, they're like watching TV. Like, whoa, that guy's into some... interracial stuff. All right. I mean, he has the headphones in at least. You know, like at least I don't have to hear it.
Wow, neat. Yeah.
Like it's insane. It's like it's so. It's
how could the future be so cool and yet suck so hard?
I don't know, man. It's honestly depressing.
Sad.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like
geez, remember when commercials actually used to be good too? As much of a boomer as I am to be saying this, where you actually wanted to because they were catchy back in the day. Now they're just soulless cash grabs.
This
made by people with degrees that say books say that this is pure advertising. Buy product.
Semi-relevant.
I still sing the 877-393-4448 song. I don't know what it's for, but like that is forever ingrained in my mind.
If I was ever in an emergency, that is the first
Wentworth one. Stanley
JG Wentworth. The guys with the guitars. Oh God, what was it? It was like
I know what you're talking about.
freecreditreport.com? Was that it?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Freecreditreport.com.
Remember the Cartoon Network commercials that were promoting their own cartoons? Like it was like a mashup. I love those.
Yeah,
that's right.
Remember when they actually went on Nickelodeon and threw like a 30-second advert on there?
Yeah, they like took over their airtime. That was awesome.
Yeah, Neil makes a good point. I don't remember the last time I bought something because I saw an ad for it. I can't think of a single time I ever like bought something directly
maybe
through
down years and years down the line, maybe when it's kind of out of style or something like that. But I've never looked at an ad and been like, I have to go out and get that right now.
Wait, you guys didn't buy a shake weight because of the ads?
No, I didn't want to practice my technique for you later.
No,
I saw one.
Not since I was like a kid.
I mean, I did see an ad for a pocket device of pleasure.
Those are different.
That was a targeted ad though.
Right, like Fap Hero, like I'm interested in playing, but like I haven't.
Wait, when you say those devices, I thought you were talking about like ballistic gel.
Yeah, I got a lot of ballistic gel. Yeah, I got a lot of ballistic gel. I mean, a lot. It's like
yeah, I gotta calibrate my ballistics in that gel. You know what I'm saying?
I'll see ads for like these AFK games. I'm like, where did you get this for me? Like, why is this targeted for me? I don't understand why people play AFK games. So why I don't want to play it.
Okay, I can actually answer that.
Okay,
I can answer that.
Good.
Watching number go up and get exponentially bigger make Happy Chemical go yay, as long as there's no microtransactions.
Isn't that the whole point though?
No,
that's like cookie clicker.
That's insane.
That's a good example.
Have you guys played those games?
Yeah, Melvor Idol's an idle game.
Why though? What are you gaining?
I don't know, it's just something to do.
Something to do that doesn't require a lot of attention or effort. You just log in. Most games you do like a few.
Plus, it's also
and then
it's also RuneScape themed, and I mean, I'm all for RuneScape content, and they actually do have a couple of DLCs for it.
What is it?
Melvor Idol.
Don't get there.
What is that? Wait, hold on. I gotta look this up. Wait,
it's a RuneScape themed idol game that's actually endorsed by them.
I would rather swallow these dice than play an AFK game.
G-Phone, you never played like
give you a bunch of stuff to do.
You never played Adventure Capitalist?
Oh I played an idle game before. I just never heard of that Melvor.
Yeah, wasn't that Tiny Tower one of them too?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not an AFK game though. The Tiny Tower was great though. I played Tiny Tower.
It was because it still gave timers on things.
There are timers on things. That was for the build stuff, and like, but there's plenty of stuff to do beyond the timer. I would not. I wouldn't consider it, but that game was pretty dope.
My shitty little iPod Touch. I remember those days.
Yeah, that game was awesome. That was a banger.
I am incredibly guilty of downloading new idle games periodically, playing them for like a month and a half straight, and then
you just got to know.
Moving on to the next one.
If I said to myself, "Wow, I can't believe I just played an AFK game," and before I even if I chose to do AFK game over actually doing something for like the YouTube channel, I would actually just like punch my wall. I'm like, I just wasted time on this.
Something to do while you're in the bathroom for a little bit, make some progress, and bada bing, bada boom.
That's what my Elden Ring Volume 1 and 2 books are for. And reading and videos.
Yeah, do you rip pages out of them to wipe?
Sometimes. It depends. Am I out of toilet paper? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know?
I beat this boss already, so I don't need this.
So I don't recommend toilet paper given my condition. Get a bidet.
God, that'd be awesome. Have you guys ever used one? I've never got the luxury.
No, I want to get one.
That sounds awesome.
I'm kind of scared though. It's my first time.
Oh my God, the water's such a hard stream.
I'm afraid of it just being really cold, and that's like my biggest fear.
Derek, I know how we can easily solve this.
I'll get a hose.
Well, no. A couple friends of ours recently just bought a new house, and one of their bathrooms has a bidet in it. So when you go over, eventually, you could be like, "Yo, is it cool if I try this?" And I'm sure they won't have a problem with it.
And there's like all they're like socializing. All here is
Dude, nice bidet. That was awesome.
That bidet was awesome. I might go back.
I'm coming back for the bidet.
I gotta take a whiz, but honestly, I might use the bidet.
Yeah, I just peed too. That was the worst part. Like, I don't. but it also works as a water fountain, so it's good to know.
You didn't drink that water, right? You didn't say it couldn't.
You said
it shoots water.
No.
Water fountain shoots water too, right? Therefore, therefore, I'm not really in the wrong.
Therefore, I technically used it right, so.
1 week later, you're just like devastatingly sick. Like, what could it be?
Because you drank the poopy water. You drank the poopy water.
You drank bidet water. No, it's just allergies, man. Just allergies.
No, it's just, I just got a tummy ache.
What was that video game console? The Quanya? There was like a cube. Derek, do you remember that? It was like
the Ouya.
The Ouya. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should get an Ouya review in 2024.
We should, yeah. We bought an Ouya in 2024. This is what happened.
Oh my god.
Nothing didn't work.
No, this is what happened, but like your pants are down, your ass is blurred. I have the cube.
It's in there, the controller's in there.
No, I wanted to like I want the thumbnail to be like I'm trying to insert it like like I did what with the onion in 2024, and it's you like yeah, that's how I'd get clickbait, you know.
They can't be that expensive, right?
I think they are. I think they're no one has them pristine condition. To me, they're like hundreds of dollars.
Oh, damn! You're telling me I missed out?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you even spell that?
Ouya. Ouya. There's looking that up. Yeah,
I'm on it. I got one for $100.
$100. Get it,
guys. $100 donation goal. We get an Ouya.
We do a review. We live stream it somehow. Yeah. What does it take? Like, what kind of ports?
Not supported anymore.
I don't know how it works, to be honest.
There's no way they're not supported anymore. It was a complete failure.
Oh, it's got an HDMI port. We
perfect, dude. Yeah. It's like our capture. Like, you sure you want to record this? Like,
there's nothing on here.
You sure
you want to play this?
Ooh, okay. All right, we got one more before we hit the old Dutch truck because this has been an extended episode, basically. So this is look. I love this conversation because I've read this kind of thing before. So basically, sorry, Colin said, "Screw you guys! I'm playing Tetris on my TI-84, the calculator." Dude, I
respect that more than the Ouya. Dude, people play Doom on there. Like, come on.
Dude, people are finding ways to play Doom on everything. They'll find a way to play Doom on like a cash, a register, you know?
Right.
You know, it's like, dude. Anyway, so the last article here, basically, this person goes through I'll go through like the finer points here, but this person like basically experiences racism in Baldur's Gate 3 and can't comprehend the fact that there's racism in Baldur's Gate 3. You know, it's a fantasy video game. And it's like, I think by the end of it, they're like, still not sure. Oh wait, what is this? In a game, as long as Baldur's Gate 3 will be, it is crucial that I care about what's happening in the world, or I'm not going to make it to the end. And trust me, if I didn't care before, I care now.
I'm surprised this isn't a Kotaku article.
Yeah, really. So like, here's I'm not sure if this is a hot take, but it's a fantasy world. Like, people are not going to like other people. It's not a perfect world. Like, you guys, George, you play D&D, Robbie too. You guys play D&D all the time. Like it adds to it adds to the world building. Like, you know, I'm not like George. Is there what is like an actual example of like in-game racism in D&D?
Drow, the elves from like the Underdark and Duragar used to be referred to as dark elves and dark dwarves. Because their skin pigmentation was a darker color and they live in the dark. Other ones are like calling elves like knife ears, things like that, because their ears are pointed.
Right. You can't say that.
Well, let's see. The Elder Scrolls, there's dark elves calling anybody that isn't a dark elf Enwa.
Isn't it like orcs just in general too? Like orcs are like
goblins are generally a race that is feared and hated on as like right. The racism can extend. So like those are just like your typical humanoid races or whatever. But then people don't take into account like goblins. Goblins are quote usually inherently evil. So obviously you have to
kill them,
hate the goblins, and you hunt down goblins, and but then you throw things at people as like a D&D player, where you go to a entire civilization of goblins and realize, oh, hey, they're people. But like, yes, racism has been, most of the GMs and DMs now try to flare it out, but yeah, like there was always a ton of racism, but the game was made back in the early 70s, 80s, so like.
But here's my issue with it. It's just it's a fantasy world, like and like obviously in the real world it's not okay, and I'm not saying it's okay in the fantasy world either. But what I am saying is that if you're making a fantasy video game and it's like you have, I don't know, dragons hating goblins, whatever, maybe I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna fight against the dragons because I don't like the fact that they're racist. What a concept, maybe it just shows you're a good person, you want to fight against it. I just like, it just adds it adds an antagonist to the series as like obviously you're not, I assume you're not racist, so you're going to be against the racism in the game and you want to fight against it. Like I'm not seeing the issue why we have to remove it from these fantasy games. Didn't Wizards of the Coast recently? What?
Who's like the a-hole that decided racism needed to be in it in the first place, right? Like what? Like whose bright idea was it? Like oh, I don't like goblins for who they are. And it's like why? I'm playing D&D, a fantasy game. I don't want to worry about this like real life issue. Oh yeah, the cat. Like why do I have to worry about this real life issue in my fantasy world? Or like I could just hate goblins because I hate goblins. They killed my daughter or something, right?
Right.
Like,
That's another thing. Right.
Right. Like it doesn't have to mean I'm racist towards goblins because I don't like them. Like, okay, like you just don't like them because they're bad people. Like right? Like it's there can be a reason, like, oh, they killed my family. Okay, I hate goblins because they killed my family. It's not a racism like thing, right? Like I don't know. It's stupid.
I point you to the anime / manga Goblin Slayer. That that my friends, if that he is just dead set on ending the goblin race. But in his defense, I think all goblins in his universe are just evil. Right. But either way, like I believe Wizard of the Coast recently said that like they're making a bunch of changes so there's like no racism in like their fantasy worlds. I just think it makes for better like story building. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna side with you on this one. I feel like if it was an issue over 1,000 years ago, I feel like it's still valid in a fantasy setting, and you can make whatever commentary you want to about it. I feel like it's just how some things are. People love to be fucking haters, man. It happens. It doesn't mean you have to actively engage with it. It's weird if you want to engage in it.
Right.
Weird, actually. But nobody's saying you have to engage it.
Right.
But it's like exposure. Like if you're exposed to it, you understand that that it can happen, and you can take steps to correct that behavior. It's like nobody wants to take a bad situation anymore, be it for at the top for developers, script writers, even in Congress or whatever have you. Nobody wants to look at these issues and take it as a learning experience on what not to do. And understand that having it in there doesn't necessarily mean that you should do it. I don't know, it's just the amount of attention that's put on things like this is just weird to me. It costs exactly $0.00 not to be a piece of shit, guys. Come on. Right.
George, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say similar. Like I'm also in the same camp, right? Like I think it's okay to portray, as long as they give you the options to semi-combat it, right? Because I don't know. Being able to go through that and not have the option of saying like, yo, this is stupid, this is wrong, like punching the guard, for example.
Right.
Those are all ways of saying like, hey, it is a prevalent issue in the world. However, your actions can decide to be better. I I like that kind of idea and that concept. And to be fair, like, yes, they do refer to the tieflings as like parasites and stuff like that. However, what is not being mentioned is the fact that it's not just a race thing. It's a fact that it is a group of refugees that are fleeing their entire civilization being destroyed. So like, that's also a factor, right? So now you're gonna, I don't know. Like, I think it's not a problem to portray it to an extent. I think if it's forcefully thrown in your face throughout the entirety of like a game the size of Baldur's Gate 3, which we're still playing through, like, if it was constantly shoved down our throat, but if it's a small section and a few characters here and there, it makes it really easy to determine what type of like adventurer / hero you want to be, right? Like, are you going to put up with it, or are you going to try to put a stop to it? Because sure, it's an NPC. There's really nothing stopping you from, after the dialogue, hearing it, murdering that guy and being like, okay, cool, it's done. Oh, some people don't like me anymore? Don't care, did what I had to do. Like, there's options, but I don't know. I don't think it's not worth playing an entire game if that's the route people are going.
In my, I was gonna say, like, in a normal D&D campaign, it would be so easy to like, for any of your players to like combat racism, because they're like they're making their own character. In Baldur's Gate 3, like, yeah, it's a fantasy game, you're making your own character, but they still have limited lines, you know, like record lines, whatnot. So like, and they added ways to say like defending the tiefling in that situation, right? That was basically the gist, like you punch the guard because right. So like, that's why and I agree. If they had, so like there's racism and you could do nothing about it, that'd be a little sketchy. But in a fantasy world, like, especially in like Baldur's Gate, like not everything's perfect. You know, it's like that's what causes turmoil. That's what causes, you know, maybe a quest line, like, oh, you know, getting back at this dude because he like called someone else, tiefling or whatever, you know, or whatever breed. So it's just like, I think people either like take a step back, realize, hey, it's a fantasy world, like racism's gonna exist. And you know what? It's my character, and I want them to be against it. Therefore, I'm going to do something about it.
Right.
I think it's that simple. It's like, it's actually just that simple. Yeah. So,
also,
what?
I was just going to say that even in a live game that I'm playing, I'm
super racist. I mean,
well, to an extent, but
I killed all the goblins.
No, it's more in line with what G-Fung was talking about earlier. Because, like, what if something happened, right, and it caused your character to deal with it, and how are you deal with it as a player? So a character of mine, very, very short summary, entire family, clan, town destroyed by demons and fiends and like infernal creations. Character was brought back to life and now has like a deep-seated hatred for demons, infernals, and fiends, most of which are bad, some of which could be constituted as tieflings in a perfect example. So it's up to my character to decide if every tiefling I see deserves to die, or do I recognize the fact that just because you are an infernal race or whatever doesn't necessarily mean that you are the cause of my own pain and suffering. So I had a situation where I encountered a tiefling merchant, and it was, okay, does the character immediately pull out their weapon and start to murder this person, leave the shop, or just stand there quietly? And I basically stood there quietly, heard what they had to say, and didn't do anything about it, whereas normally it would be like, oh, well, I have this deep-seated hatred because of what happened to me. Doesn't mean you have to act on it. Like, I don't know.
I have a D&D character that he just hates cats that are black with like white parts of them too. He just can't stand them.
Perfect.
Cat dance cam, everyone. Oh my god.
I'm making a character that is a tabaxi, which is a cat, like a feline race, that is black with white all over it.
What's Zelda's opinions?
Party companion.
Wait, what's Zelda's take?
Can you give your opinion on the matter, please?
Yes.
Please speak your mind.
Zelda.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Understand.
Oh yeah.
What if Zelda was just like, I hate orcs. They should all die.
Those dirty orcs.
I hate those dirty orcs.
Can eat my litter box.
But yes, they're fantasy races, so like they're not real.
So yeah, my last point on this is just that like it's a fantasy world. You know what? If you had a character, if you made a character and like part of his backstory that he actually just hates, I don't know, orcs. It's a fantasy world. Okay, get over it. Like it. You know what? That's how you want to play that. This run.
Really having trouble differentiating fantasy from reality in
People
2024.
Yeah,
Like
that's the problem. It's like the hair. It's like the same thing with the haircuts in Elden Ring. Right? I can't have representation in the fantasy world of Elden Ring, so I'm not going to play the game.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
Rob, I'm not sure if
you
recall, but this is before they were in, right? But yeah, it was like this writer. She couldn't play Elden Ring because it didn't have enough black hairstyles. It's like, you understand, you have a helmet like 99% of the time, right? So like you couldn't even see your hair. Right? You're like, this is dumb.
Started.
The best part about it, Kotaku article.
Well, yeah, that was Kotaku.
Well, yeah, Kotaku is like notorious. Like, I can't believe this article isn't from Kotaku, but
Right.
But yeah, so like, you know what? If you want to be a bad person in your fantasy game, that is your choice. Have fun with it. You know, like
Neo brings up a very good point too. Helldivers is literally based on racism, and no one seems to have a problem.
Well, that's different. You're taking care of the robot and bugs like menace. That's
the scum.
They're right though. That's a different. They're right.
See, the problem is that people fall into the propaganda, and Helldivers did a great job. So yeah, it's righteous. So
righteous. Yeah.
Maybe that's what Baldur's Gate needed. They needed more propaganda.
Okay,
so
what?
Never mind. Never mind.
We're gonna wrap things up here with a few questions that we had. One, Neo had a question that just said cat. So that's Zelda.
She is the child.
Correct racism.
The prophecy child. Oh, child of prophecy. Zelda. Zelda will be the one to save the ninja world.
To Goons Games and Gear. They're my favorite channel. Meow. Dance party. Dancing party.
Yeah, so if you want to see more of the cat, you know, watch the live streams. We'll get a cat cam.
Right.
Derek,
cat cam soon.
Oh,
cat cam
look
soon.
at him.
Oh. I don't know if they're still in here, but Sankey OK asks, "How fast can you drive? I want to race you." No idea. No idea who they're referring to. But here's the thing.
Just to say, "Hey, bro, race me."
I know you get your shout out, and that's what you do. I'm proud. I'm impressed.
I'm under the impression that Derek drives the fastest based on his stories of driving to like Canada and Florida.
I set world records.
He's mentioned that like,
if I run to get out of the country,
it's like if my mom's driving, it's like this hours. If I'm driving, it's like 3 hours less.
Yeah.
So I would assume Derek is the fastest. I drive like a grandma. Like I'll go barely over the speed limit. I'll be like, I'll tell my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm not moving the car until you put your seatbelt on. Like I'm just not. And my dad would do this thing that just pissed me off, where right before he'd park, like as he's like turning to a park something, that's when he takes off his seatbelt, and it just pissed me off. I could not stand it for the life of me. I'm like, dude, just keep it on until we park. You're like, what's gonna happen? I'm like, I don't know, but just keep it on. It's not that difficult, man.
That's the point. Keep it on. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. And then he got hit by a semi. It was just, you know, like he should have wore a seatbelt. No, but yeah, I think Derek's the fastest here. And I think that was really the only.
I think it depends too, right? Like,
yeah. How many drinks have you had that night? That might.
No. We don't do that.
We don't endorse that. We don't
endorse nor condone. But no, I mean, I drove from where I'm at to Tennessee in 10 hours. 10 hours.
I went light speed. Brr, Tennessee.
I don't know. It told me it was supposed to take 14, and I made it in 10. So,
yeah, but were you going faster than the speed of light?
Speed of light now.
Just some other wacky comments I saw today. Thank you. Okay, also said before, he just said Keanu Reeves, which I mean that's okay.
Banger.
Yeah, banger person. I mentioned it before, but Colin said, "Screw you guys! I'm playing Tetris on my TI-84." I said that out of breath, but yeah, I mean. If you can do it, Was Tetris on the TI-84?
I know you can put it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, but when we were kids though, I never utilized like calculator games you could put on there. I never
utilized them until I didn't get like a TI until college is when they like required them. I feel like
you'll never have calculators in your pocket.
Right. Buy this $120 calculator. This is all you're ever gonna need for your life. It sits in the drawer there. I think the batteries exploded too, so now it's just useless.
I'm contemplating using it as toilet paper.
Yeah,
it is a glorified paperweight. And then I always like Neo's comment. How deep does the Rob iceberg go? I enjoyed that one. That was it gave me a good laugh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But that's about it. Do you guys have any comments before we hit the old dusty trail? And while I look for the outro button, which I hope I put.
Guys, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. It's $2.99. You get some awesome emotes, early access to videos we post, first access to our community nights, which we will be having this Friday, April 12th. Join us for whatever wins the poll we put in our Discord, which join our Discord. You can enter the poll and see what we play.
Is that right? Yeah, I can't find the outro, so this will be our outro.
Check out the videos coming out. We got some funny ones coming out, some bangers, There's our Princess Peach playthroughs also releasing slowly, so check that out. That's pretty much it. We're Goons, Games, and Gear.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
Remember the name? Yeah.
Yeah, remember
the name.
Also, don't take our great ideas of Rob Radio and
Spotfiy. This has all been copyrighted. Our lawyers are on speed dial. We will take you down.
Right? Actually, the cat you saw at Derek Slap, that's our lawyer. That's,
she is a CPA, all right? Or whatever the people is called. She will take you down.
It's an accountant.
She will take you down.
With her claw. You're like, someone opens the door, it's like, oh, a cute cat with a letter, and it just opens the letter, you've been served.
You've been bankrupt. What?
Zelda stands up and has like a little suit on, just like goodbye.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow. All right, that's going, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.